Hi, it's Steph. Thanks for clicking. This is my third update to Pan Interrupted. It is the Supernatural Project Pan that was created by Jessica and Amanda several years ago. In this project, you go through each episode from the 15 seasons of Supernatural, and you will partner that episode with some kind of beauty item. It could be related to the name or something that happens in the episode, but any way you can do it, it counts. This project has been running for a few years, but I only started it at the end of last year, which is why I'm only on update 3. I do have some progress, so I am getting closer to meeting my goal on all 327 episodes, but that is still a long ways off. But we'll go ahead and start where we are right now. I am still working on season 1, episode 1, the pilot. In this episode, Sam is awoken in the middle of the night by his estranged brother Dean. Dean informs him that their father was hunting and is now missing. So they go to Jericho, California, where their father was last known to be, and they don't find him, but they do find the ghost that he was hunting. This ghost was a woman in white. She was targeting men who were unfaithful to their women and avenging these unknown women on their behalf, which is very noble, but apparently murder is frowned upon. So they decided to stop her instead. Since the ghost was a woman in white, I decided to bring in a white item. This is the Lord & Berry Silk Casual Kohl Liner in the shade White. I'm trying to use this 15 times, and I am now up to 8 uses. Honestly, I kind of forgot about this for a while, otherwise I'd have more progress on it, but I am past the halfway mark now. I do love this eyeliner. It's still very creamy. It has a decent staying power in my waterline, which is where I usually use it. Sometimes I'll use it as an inner corner highlight too, but this is still in the project and I'm okay with that. Season 1, episode 2 is Wendigo. Sam and Dean Winchester pose as park rangers to help a brother and sister search for their lost sibling. The Winchesters believe he may have been taken by a Wendigo. They are determined to not be park rangers by the sister of the missing individual when she realizes that they are going into the woods overnight and they're not taking any supplies with them. So I decided to pick something that I would take backpacking with me. This is the Everyday Humans Resting Beach Face Sunscreen Serum. There is not much left in here, but I did not use it over the last month. My goal is to finish it, and it's been either raining or I've been sick every weekend, so I've had no progress on this yet, but I really do want this gone, and it's not going to take much. The last time I used it in January, it was kind of sputtering a bit, so I'm very, very close, and I'm hoping this will be empty for next time. I already met my goal on Season 1, Episode 3, Dead in the Water, and Season 1, Episode 4, Phantom Traveler. So now we're on to Season 1, Episode 5, Bloody Mary. A man dies of a stroke in front of a mirror, but Sam and Dean believe something or someone else may be behind his death. Also, Dean tries to help Sam open up about his girlfriend's death, particularly after Sam lets it slip that there's some information he hasn't told Dean. And so since, of course, you summon Bloody Mary through a mirror, I picked something with a mirror in it. This is the Japanesque Velvet Touch eyeshadow in the shade 01. There is a little itty-bitty mirror in there. My goal is to use this 15 times. At the last update I had 6 uses, and I am now up to 9. I've used it 3 more times, so I am making some progress. 6 uses to go, so probably 2 more months at the rate I'm going. But I do have a nice pan in there, and I'm hoping to make it a little bit bigger. This is a nice inner corner highlight type of shade. That's usually how I use it, and it works great that way, especially with cool tone looks. So I don't mind having it in here a while longer. Season 1, Episode 6 is Skin. Sam's friend Zach is accused of murder, and Sam offers to help out by checking up on his sister Rebecca. She claims her brother could not have committed the murder because he was with her at the time of the murder, but all of the physical evidence points to Zach being at the scene of the crime. Could Zach have been in 2 places at the same time? Well, no, it was a shapeshifter who was committing the murder while Zach was with his sister, clearly. 2 places at the same time. Ridiculous. I had a goal of finishing this Intelligent Nutrients Micro Skin Polish. The shapeshifters shed their skin every time they change, and it's kind of gross, so I decided to shed my skin with a facial exfoliant. And that's how that worked. My goal was to finish this, and this is now empty. I have emptied it out entirely, so that's good. I didn't particularly care for this product, to be honest with you. It was kind of a creamy base, which was a little bit odd. I prefer like an exfoliating cleanser. This one didn't seem to really cleanse you very well. And it also just wasn't scrubby enough. There weren't all that many scrubbing particles in there. I felt like it would have been better if there were more of them, and also they were very round. So I think it would have been more exfoliating if they were rougher and less perfectly spherical the way these were. But anyway, this is empty, and so I get to roll Skin out of the project, and there will be a new episode coming in. I had already met my goal on Season 1, Episode 7, Hookman, so now we're on to Season 1, Episode 8, Bugs. Dean and Sam arrive in a town, checking up on a report of a mysterious death, and stop at a realtor's open house barbecue. Sam then meets the realtor's son, Matt, who is fascinated with bugs. Soon the town is intruded by swarms of deadly bugs and looks like there may be no way out. And so since butterflies are bugs, I picked my Laura Geller The Social Butterfly palette with the goal to use this palette 15 times. There are 6 eyeshadows, a blush, and a highlighter in here. My goal, as I said, is to use it 15 times. So far I've used it once. So I did get the one use out of it. I don't feel like one use is enough to really form an opinion on this palette, so I'm not going to talk about it too much. But I have started using it, which is an improvement because I had owned this for a year and never used it. So I have at least used it once now, and we'll talk more about it next time, I'm sure. Season 1, Episode 9 is Home. When Sam has nightmares of their old home, the brothers return to Lawrence, Kansas to investigate. They discover that a new family has moved into the Winchester's home, and the woman is the one that Sam has been dreaming about. And I connected this to the Ahava Smoothing Hand Cream because the first home that I ever lived in still has my handprint in the backyard where my dad cemented the swing set in place. And that swing set is still there, so that means my handprint's there too, right? So the hand product worked for me as far as I was concerned. My goal is to finish this. As you can see, I've made some progress, not a whole lot. I've been using this about half the time when I intend to. This lives on my bedside table, so the idea is to use this every night when I go to bed. I'm not quite getting there, but I am getting some use, so I'm hoping to be a little more consistent, and I'll finish this in a few months. So that was one of my 6 episodes rolling out. Skin is a goal met, so I get to bring in a new one, and that is going to be Season 1, Episode 10, Asylum. While searching for lost college students within an abandoned sanitarium, tortured spirits from the building's past begin to hunt Dean and Sam, turning brother against brother. This was actually something that I've done as a teenager, wandered around an abandoned mental institution, but I didn't get lost and I didn't see any ghosts, unfortunately. But I did wander around a mental institution that was built in the 60s and had been closed. That asylum is no longer standing. It has been torn down and turned into a housing development, but I did manage to trespass and wander around in it. As for my product choice, I decided to go with these facial radiance pads from First Aid Beauty. They are supposed to help exfoliate, tone, and brighten. So one, I just finished another exfoliant, so I felt that this would help me out. And also First Aid, mental health, sanitarium. See where I'm going there, kind of. It's all medical, right? That's how I'm going with it anyway. And so my goal is going to be to finish these with 10 pads. That'll probably be done in a month or 2. We'll see how it goes. So there's my update for next time. I'm hoping to finally get the sunscreen rolled out for when to go. It really can't take much to finish this off at this point. It might even be empty. I don't know. It seems to do a pretty good job of squeezing product out, so I don't know how much is really going to be in there when I cut it open. And I might be able to finish these pads with 10 of them, and I usually exfoliate twice a week, so we'll see how that works. I might film a little bit later to use the last of these. We'll find out, but hopefully I'm going to have at least one roll out next time. Until then, wish me luck, good luck with your projects, and I'll see you next month. Bye!